Hello, everyone. This is the Batman Statue Collector, and I'm coming to you once again live from the Batcave. And this episode, I would like to do a review on my very first Sideshow comic book piece, and that is the 1/4 scale premium format Harley Quinn. From the moment I saw Miss Quinn here, I fell in love with this statue. When I first saw the concept art very early on when DC was first announced as a license for Sideshow, I was very, very excited about this piece. And it blew me away. And I think the way that she turned out was better than anyone could have hoped. I think she is an awesome representation of the character, and she is awesome. And basically, she is a premium format. And what that always meant to me, as I understood it, was premium format meant that it was partially sculpted and also had mixed media elements to it. I know that Sideshow, a lot of the statues that they come out with, they say they're premium format and they're fully sculpted. And I'm fine with that too. In some cases, I prefer fully sculpted. But in this case, I feel like they did a really, really nice job of adding fabric to this costume to make it, very, very effective. And it's very, very well done. So let me go ahead and start this review by looking at the base. I love the base. It's very, very cool. It's round, which are a lot of the other statues in this particular line are round just like this. The colors are really, really awesome, really well done. The paint apps look really good. I think the masks themselves, the happy and sad masks, I believe that these are plastic and just have been added on. It's possible they are polystone. I know the base is definitely polystone. The base is pretty small. If you can see kind of my hand, it's not a very big base, but it's heavy enough to hold the figure. And the figure herself is not very heavy either, but everything works really well. The base itself, you can see the floorboards here with the greens and purples. That matches perfectly with the Joker base, and also the Joker, his base at the bottom, also with all the clowns. This statue was meant to go with it, and I feel like they just did an amazing job of making a very simplistic base look awesome. Let's start up with the boots. They are sculpted here. And then as you go up the figure, this is fabric. And I'm going to try to do my best to kind of show you. This is a very smooth fabric, very, very tight to the body. Let me see if I can come over here on the red to kind of show you a little bit of the give in the fabric. But this fabric works amazingly well on this sculpt because the sculpt is phenomenal. And so this particular fabric hugs the body, shows off the sculpt really, really well. There have been some, and I think of like the Catwoman premium format. She looks great, but the fabric, the pleather doesn't hug her body all that great. Some people have said that she looks like she has a diaper on because it sags in the fabric department. And so this one does not have that problem at all. You can see it just, it even shows, like, look at the muscle definition right there in her arm. I mean, it hugs the body very, very tight, and it just works really well for this piece. As we move up, this here, the ruffles and the hand, the mallet itself, and this here, and the head are all fully sculpted. So really the only fabric part on her is the bodysuit. This is the particular angle I feel like she displays very, very well with. It really shows off her eyes, and I feel like they did a really good job with the eyes on her. Sideshow in the past has had some issues with eyes. I know they've had a lot of head sculpts returned because the eyes were painted so badly. This is a decal as far as I could tell, and it really works. It really shows off her crazy eyes and her crazy expression. Sideshow hit this one out of the park with that face as far as I'm concerned. I really like this face sculpt. I feel like that is the angle that you want to display her at right there. I'll kind of back up here to show you the whole thing. She's okay from that angle. This angle, I know some people have displayed her this way, and she's okay that way. You just feel like really this right here, this particular angle right there, this is the optimal angle that you can display her. It really highlights her crazy eyes and her crazy expression. As I mentioned, this is fully sculpted, although this head does come off. This is the regular head. Everything's painted beautifully. I love that the mask is shiny, and the actual hat itself is kind of a dull black. So again, it kind of just draws your attention right to those eyes. Those crazy eyes. So cool. I'll put that down here. This is also sculpted. This comes off. I'll try to do this in one motion here since I'm doing this with one hand. But this is all sculpted here. This whole piece is one solid piece here. Amazing work on the mallet. Love the detail. I've seen some people kind of actually go and put blood on there, or Robin's mask, and those are cool looks, but I prefer to keep mine traditional. There are magnets in the hands, so that's how this goes back on. I'll try to do this all in one little foul swoop here. Make sure it goes on in one piece. There we go. And again, like I mentioned, that this is also sculpted here. This would be a good time to bring up the exclusive head, and that's right here. This is the unmasked portrait. To be honest, this one is not my favorite at all. I had high hopes for how this would turn out, just to show how crazy and fun she is, but I feel like, yes, this one is showing her fun. You know, she's obviously sticking her tongue out maybe at Batman, but I just don't feel like it's very attractive. I just don't feel like this is the cute, fun Harley that a lot of us love. Paintwork on it's fine. You know, it's okay. Maybe if they had added a little bit of red and black to the tips of the hair, possibly. Let me show you what she looks like with that on there. It's kind of the look that you get, and she's okay. I feel like she's all right. There was a custom head sculpt. I think it was made by somebody named Spazzy, if I remember correctly, that had, she was blowing bubble gum and her eyes were crossed. And that was fun. I mean, that's the way Harley Quinn should be displayed. So I feel like Sideshow kind of really missed the boat on this particular head sculpt. And, hey, if you like it, if you love it, then, more power to you. It's just not my favorite at all. So to be quite honest, this is probably the very first time I've ever had it on the figure itself. So this is a rare treat for us today to have that on there. But again, she's okay, but nothing spectacular for the EX. But this right here, this is the one that I love. I mean, just look at that. It's so cool. So let me put her back on. Get that sculpt back in there like that. So basically there you have it. I really like her a lot. To me, this is Harley Quinn. This is what was represented in Batman the Animated Series. This is how she looked. This is how she was created. And I'm so glad to have an original interpretation of her. I know in the future we're going to have all kinds of different looks. New 52, Suicide Squad, all these different looks of Harley Quinn that we're going to be seeing. But I'm really glad that I have at least one original Jester costume that is represented here. I'll kind of pan down one more time to show you the sculpt. But like I said, I am planning on having lots of different Harley Quinns in my collection. I'm going to be ordering the Suicide Squad 1/3 scale by Prime 1. And I'm also have on pre-order, I have the Prime 1 Harley Quinn from the Arkham Knight game. Really, really looking forward to that one. But this is, as I said, this is my first review of a Sideshow comic piece. I'm going to be doing all of the ones that I have, showing you off my collection here. But I give this one, I'm going to give it probably like a 9.3 out of 10. I feel like it's really close to 10. The paint apps are amazing. There's just nothing wrong with this statue, period. I feel like she looks good. She's a good representation. Lots of color in your collection. My collection's Batman, so a lot of dark blacks and grays. So she really pops with the color with the red and the black and the white. So I highly recommend this. I know it's really getting hard to get her, especially the EX edition. But if you have the money and you can find one for a good price, I would say go for it. Add her to your collection. You will not regret it. Well, this has been the Batman Statue Collector, and I'd love your comments below, and I would love for you to subscribe. I'm loving doing these videos, so thank you so much for watching, and until next time, we'll see you later.